Welcome to attend Alibaba Cloud online training. In this lesson, we'll talk about how to deploy web services on VPC networks. So here are the knowledge points, process, and resources that will be used in this lesson. So we will create and configure Alibaba Cloud VPC private network, create and use Alibaba Cloud ECS, create and use Alibaba Cloud Elastic EIP. So this experiment is to build cloud service ECS web services based on Alibaba Cloud's private network VPC. Then during the experiment, we will understand the background of VPC, create a private network VPC in the management console, create and cloud server instance ECS under the private network, create an elastic IP and bind it to the ECS and log into the ECS to deploy web service remotely. To complete this experiment, we need VPC private network, ECS cloud server, and elastic IP address. So let's start with introducing the key ideas that are used in this lab. So first, through this experiment, we will learn what a VPC is and how to create and use it. We will also learn what is an elastic IP, how to create and bind it to an ECS instance, and how to unbind and release an EIP. Let's get started. So we need to click first the Start Lab, then click Launch, and we need to wait until it was deployed. So after that, click the Open Console, and so this is going to be your account username and username password. So we need to copy this one. Okay, then click Log On. Alright, so once you are in the console page, you just need to select the virtual private cloud. Okay, so just make sure that the region is US Silicon Valley. Then create VPC. So for the username, it should be allion-vpc. Then for the VSwitch, it's gonna be VSwitch-1. Then for the zone, USA West 1 Zone A. Then click OK. So after this one, you need to click the complete. Then now you have created a VSwitch. So you can now see the created VPC network on the VPC console. So all you need to do is just to click the Manage. Okay, so we're done doing the VPC. So after that, we will now create an ECS instance. So go to the product, select the Elastic Compute Service. Okay, then tick Instances and create instance. Alright, for this one, for the billing method, it should be pay as you go. Region is US West 1 Zone A. Then it should be entry level. Okay, so you need to select the compute type N4 with 4 GB memory. For the public image, it should be Ubuntu, then 16.0464. Then click Networking. Alright, so since we successfully created the VPC, it will be shown here that it's going to be allion-vpc, then vSwitch-1. Then click for the HTTP port 80. Then next is system configuration. With the system configuration, you should click the password. The password is allion ECS123. Okay, so it's gonna be Aliyun at ECS123. For the instance name, ECS-1. Then click preview. So for the preview page, just always click the ECS service terms and product terms of services. Then we will be creating now the instance. All right, the instance takes about 1 to 5 minutes to be created. So all you need to do is just to click the console. Okay, so once you've completed the process, you need to go back to virtual private cloud and check if there is an instance ID or name created. Okay, so we need to check this first. So now we've successfully created an ECS instance with VPC and under status tab as it showed. It should be showing available. The next thing we need to do is to create and use EIP. So click on product, then select the Elastic IP address. So just always select the US one or Silicon Valley for the region. Then create EIP. Okay, so with this one, all you need to do is just to click the Buy Now. Then check the Elastic IP Agreement of Service, then activate. In the creation process, you may also encounter the wrong page situation. So all you need to do is just to close this window. Then refresh. Okay, so we already successfully created the EIP. The current status of this EIP is available. Then all you need to do is just to click bind on the right to bind the EIP to an ECS instance. So click with this one, then OK. Once the above operation is completed, it can be seen that the status of the current EIP has changed and to allocated, this one, and it has been bound to the ECS instance. So it's already allocated. So the next thing that we will do is to go back to product, select Elastic Compute Service, then instances, so after entering the page, select instances in the tab on the left to view the list of the instances. There is an ECS instances ECS1 that have been created and already in operation. So this one, ECS-1, an EIP address has been bound to ECS1. So this should be the EIP address. So you need to remember the EIP address, which we will use later to log into ECS-1 remotely and deploy web services. So the next step is, if you are using a Windows computer, please download the SSH tool PuTTY. So this is the PuTTY. Then you need to copy the EIP address. Then open. So with this, all you need to do is just to click yes. So for the login username, it's going to be root, ROOT. For the password, it's Aliyun at ECS123, then enter. So the next thing that we will be doing is to execute these few commands in succession to deploy the Nginx server. So for the first command, we'll just need to type the apt-get space update, then hit OK. So you have to make sure that it's already done. So once it's done, the next command is apt-get space install space space then nginx space -y then enter. So the next is the service space nginx space space then start. So for you to be able to know that the EIP is up and running, all you need to do is just to open your browser and enter EIP address to see page results. So we're gonna open this one into another window. Okay, so with this, we have deploy Nginx web servers respectively on ECS instances of subnets under the VPC. It can provide normal web services as well. So we need to go back to the VPC management page and click on the tab Virtual Private Cloud on the right to manage the created VPC. Okay, so once you are in the VPC tab, just click Manage. Okay. As you can see, we have one switch, one subnet, and one ECS instance under the switch. Okay, the next thing that we need to do is to release an Elastic IP. So we need to go in the Elastic. Okay, you first need to unbind the EIP from the ECS instance. Click the unbinding button. Then, okay. Once unbinding is complete, the status of this EIP changes to available. Alright, once it's available, click More. Then select the option Release in the pop-up box. When you no longer use the EIP, all you need to is just to release it through the above steps. So through this experiment, we learned what a VPC is and how to create and use it. We also learned what is an Elastic IP, how to create and bind it to an ECS instance, and how to unbind and release an EIP. By the way, before you leave this lab, remember to log out your Alibaba RAM account before you click the stop button of your lab. Otherwise, you'll encounter some issue when opening a new lab session in the same browser. So that's all for this training. Thank you for listening.